As we start here today, I just want to do thanks for everybody for joining us for another art recess. We are joined by artist Rachel Funk here today. So, and we are doing, she's going to be working with us as we draw through kind of some fun abstract art. As usual, if you guys would make sure that you stay on mute, unless you have a question, to unmute yourself. It just keeps the echoes from going back, but please feel free to unmute yourself with any questions. Rachel is a great teacher. She'll be able to help you with any of those. And this is going to be, as you heard, recorded. Like all of our other stuff, it's up on the Arts Council's website and on our YouTube channel. So that way, if you want to go back and watch it later, you can. So I'm going to let Rachel take over and do some pencil drawing today. Thanks, Rachel, for teaching.
Yeah. So like I was saying, you guys can just start by writing your name nice and big in the middle of your piece of paper. Just like that. And then the next step is we're going to take all of these lines, all of the ends of all of these lines, and we're going to extend them. So I'm going to take like the part of my R and just go straight up, and this part and go straight down. You can curve them if you want to though. So like this one, I could just take it straight in a diagonal, but I think I'm going to do that instead. And you're just going to do that with all of the ends of all of the letters. You can even, you know, like my E here is attached, but I think I'm going to take it and go out somewhere with it. So that is the next step. So whenever you're done with that part, you should have a whole bunch of lines. That should look something like this, really crazy. And all of these individual pieces, what we're going to do today is fill them all in with different fun little patterns. So the end result is going to look something like this. You can kind of see my name here. R-A-C-H-E-L. And I've got all these different patterns in here. And you can use colors if you have them, or just black and white like this is really cool too. So I'm going to leave this kind of right here so you can see some of my patterns. You can steal as many as you want if you would like. And you can also see that some of these places, like in this section, it's not really a pattern, it's just clouds and a sun. This one's got like mountains and a sun. There's like some fish down here. So it doesn't have to be a pattern. It can be like a little drawing in all of them. You do all sorts of different polka dots and check marks and everything like that. Does anybody have any questions?
Can we use lines to make even more? Like you draw a line and can you like draw another line in the middle of that one?
Yeah, sure. You can make as many little sections as you want. Totally. And if you wanted to like totally lose your name in there, you can do that. Or you can go through with like a thicker, like go in harder with your pencil or a marker and go over your name a little bit more if you don't want to lose your name in there. But you can make as many sections as you want.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You could even put your last name or your middle name in there and use all of those letters too, if you wanted to get really crazy. I really like this one that kind of reminds me of like a tie-dye I'm doing right now. It's just starting with a bunch of little jagged shapes all over. It's a good way to fill up like a really big space. And then you just keep going around those shapes with other jagged shapes.
They look like explosions.
They do, yeah. Yeah, well, I was gonna say either fireworks or tie-dye. And then when I get to this point, I like to, instead of like trying to squeeze in more around each of these, I'll just like pretend, like I'll just like act like they're all one big thing. And go around like that. I used to do this with markers a lot in different colors. That's really fun too. And another one I really like to do when I'm doodling is like a checkerboard, but not really. If that makes any sense. It's basically a checkerboard, but just made out of lines. So it's really more of like a texture. And you just alternate what direction your lines are going, and you make little rough cubes. These kind of look like little explosions too. I think they're cute. Or sparkles. And you can kind of make the pattern, you know, you don't have to stop right at the edge of the line. You can like make it go, make it look like it goes all the way. By only drawing part of a, like part of whatever pattern on the edges there. So like if I wanted to do some big polka dots over here, instead of only drawing polka dots right in this space, I'm gonna draw like half a polka dot here and a full one there. And we'll do a full one right here, but then maybe like just the edge of one right there. Another one here. And I really like the fish that I did in the other one. So I think I'm gonna make one spot, maybe this big one, look like an aquarium. Ooh, definitely gonna put a shark up here. Or something with teeth anyway. He's gonna have a hat though. Does anybody watch SpongeBob? You know
I
those
used to.
you know those like
I used to
flowers.
watch it.
Yeah.
I used to watch it.
I hate.
I watch SpongeBob.
I like SpongeBob.
I used to watch it.
I'm glad
You know
that they
those, like,
made
flowers on
SpongeBob
the
so we
back?
can have all the SpongeBob memes.
It's true. You know, like when you're watching it in like the sky, there's like flowers in the sky. I'm gonna make some big flowers like that.
Okay.
Or something like that.
I would say they look like SpongeBob.
They don't, you're right. That was my inspiration.
I said that they do. I
They
really
do?
like them.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've seen SpongeBob, but it is kind of fun. Oh, another thing you could put in here is like song lyrics or something. Like you could fill up a whole section with like writing. That would be fun too. I'm just going to write my name over and over and over again in this spot. See how long it takes in my head for, you know, when you say a word over and over and over again in your head until it stops sounding like a word. It's going to happen to my name.
Yeah, like one time I had a chair. I was thinking of a chair and then chair, and yeah, the same process.
My picture.
There it is. Finish your thing. If you make one of these other ones here, maybe this one you make triangles
Mm.
or
Just tell his
squares.
mom he wasn't into this one. You guys can't do Minecraft before because then you can't focus.
No. I just don't like, I don't do this.
I'm gonna have a picture to show your mom when you get home. When you get home.
Kesher, pay attention. If you turn that off again, I'm going to send you to the room with no TV. Kesher, stop.
It's not on mute.
Do you want to see mine?
I would love to see it. Oh, that looks awesome. Thank you for sharing.
Kid.
You're welcome.
You know how I was talking about how you can like make the pattern run off the sides? You can also do the total opposite and just make the pattern only in the space. Like this one is kind of looking like a bunch of marbles of different sizes, all squeezed into one little spot. And that's really a fun texture
I like
too.
this idea.
Yeah, it's really
I
fun.
like.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. There's no rules, or there is rules, and then you can break them and they look great. However you want to look at it.
Yeah. Oh my yeah. Drawing looks nice.
Right now.
Thank you.
Oh, wow, so
Yeah.
sweet. Hey,
Yeah.
you want some colored pencil or not? You don't have to.
Yeah.
You can even just do a bunch of X's like I'm doing right now, and it makes it a fun texture when they all get run together. Kind of looks like chainmail.
Great job, buddy.
Yeah.
When are we go? When is this? How much more time do we got?
We got about 15 minutes.
minutes.
No, how much more time do we got?
We got
We
15
got
more
15 more minutes.
But you
But
can do this
you can
as
do
long
this
as
as
you
long
want.
as
You can keep doing this all evening if you would like. You can make it as detailed as you want. You can go in with colored pencil or marker and color in, because you're kind of making your own like coloring sheet here, especially if you're just using black and white like I am right now. Basically just making your own coloring book.
That right? The thing on the top corner on that side. On that side.
This thing?
This thing?
No, this side. And it looks like a mind.
This one?
This one?
No, the other one.
That
yeah,
one?
that one.
That
It looks like a mind.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
Can I show you mine real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that looks great. I love that one.
Oh, wow, that looks
Yes.
pretty.
I love how swoopy and fun they get. Love it. Love it. Yeah, everyone's looks awesome. If you haven't shown it and want to show it, you definitely can. I'm checking them out.
What is Jared?
Cool.
You want to see mine?
Sure. Sure. Yeah.
Mute again.
Looks awesome. Guys.
Tish, you're muted.
What are the words that you're writing in that one? It's upside down for me.
Oh, it's literally just words. I'm just writing the words over and over again.
That's amazing. Amazing.
I couldn't think of anything better that was like short that I could make in big letters.
Amazing. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Very abstract.
I like that triangle design.
Yeah, it's really fun. I was
You
playing.
get to color it a bunch of colors. Yeah.
I was playing Legend of Zelda, and one of the logos in that is like triangles. So that's what made me think of this.
Huh. Maybe you could try to do Tetris blocks.
Ooh, that would be really fun. That would be super fun. I have a tiny
Yeah, it
little.
would be.
That would be
You
good.
can like color in a bunch of colors.
Boop, boop, boop. I love Tetris.
I would recommend it for a good like game night game.
Mm-hmm. I played on my phone a lot, just mindlessly.
Nice.
It's very relaxing for me.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's a fun game.
This isn't a very good Tetris block, but that's okay. They're just turning into
I
a bunch
like it.
of fun weird little squares. Oh, that's another one you could do. You could do like bricks, like offset bricks.
Yeah,
So you draw like lines, and then
You
every other one. I
You
like
want to
that.
see mine?
Yeah, let's see it.
Let's see it.
Cool.
that looks amazing. Now you're on the big screen.
Okay, my phone camera died, which was the one I was using to do the overhead one. So, but that's okay. We got about 5 minutes left. This is where I'm at with mine. I like my little aquarium.
I like it too.
Ah, nice. It looks beautiful.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Cute. Should we have like a parade of names? Like everybody puts theirs up on the screen at one time. I'll try to take a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay, give me 2 seconds. I'm almost done with mine. We're good at a good stopping point anyway. Okay. Okay. Let's see them all.
It's backwards.
Yeah.
I wish I had a mirror. I wish I had a mirror to reflect this back on so it wouldn't be backwards.
Oh well. The designs are still there and I love them.
Yeah, those are lines.
Okay, I'm gonna try really quick to take like a picture of everybody's. Tesher, you want to put yours up?
Sure.
Awesome, got it. Cool. Great. Well, thanks for taking this class, everybody. Everyone's looks so great. I hope if you're
You
not
are
done,
welcome.
definitely keep working on it tonight. They're really fun.
Yes.
Yeah, they were fun.
Good.
I really liked.
Did you get mine?
I did get yours. All right. Well, I think that's all for tonight. I hope you guys have a good rest of your week, though.
Okay.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
I had fun.
Bye.
I had a lot of fun.